Hello there, Libra. How are you? It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're so glad to have you. So today we are doing your weekly tarot reading. This is good for the week of September 5th through the 11th. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's get into it. Oh my goodness, my favorite card, Libra. You have the very favorite card in the whole deck, Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Oh my goodness. I am so excited for you, Libra. I am so excited. Finding sanctuary, opening up to your spiritual source. I feel like for some of you, this is perhaps opening up to what truly finds you the joy that you have been seeking. You know, your readings lately have had this energy of seeking for what is going to find you joy. And now coming into this really lovely energy. I think you had this card not too long ago, about being up in the turret, I think it's called, above the clouds, understanding your path, how things along your path that have been difficult have led you to this much higher level of understanding, of seeing the bigger picture in life, in things that have occurred. Yeah, oh my goodness, lovely energy. Okay, so you have the fork in the road on the bottom. Coming to a decision. To me, it's really the sense of coming to a decision of what you truly believe to be true. Perhaps after a very long time of following the path that other people wanted you to follow, or that you thought you were meant to follow, suddenly understanding, wow, some really intense energies here. Truly understanding what is of value to you. With the Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. A lot of times we feel as if that's a sense of abundance in things. This is a sense of an abundance in your heart, of the intangible instead of the tangible. Really, truly lovely energy. So let's get into this. Your present energy, chaos and conflict, loss, and now getting new inspiration. I feel like this is kind of the energy that you've been in your last couple of readings. This energy of, I think you may have allowed something to, wrong card, to slip out of your fingers. You see how the boat is out on the horizon? I'm not saying that at the time that this ship passed you by, let's put it that way, right? Or you allowed something to leave your life, or someone or something wanted to leave your life. And there's almost this sense of, I'm not, because she's holding on to kind of like this pier, or what, the dock or something like that. But it's kind of like holding yourself back. It's almost this energy of not swimming out to the boat, of allowing this opportunity, this person, whatever the situation is, to leave your life. And at the time, I really think that when this happened, you may have been okay with that, or part of you may have been okay with that, right? Because you were kind of like, okay, that person, that situation, that job, that career, that path even, okay, is no longer an option, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to stay here, even though it caused you some discomfort, some pain, some, anxiety. Because of this situation, whatever this is that happened in the past, that's in the past, it definitely is. There's been this internal chaos and conflict. It's almost like trying to convince yourself that this decision in the past, to not maybe chase after a dream, or to go after someone or to try to fight, for someone or for something, it's almost as if it's caused you a lot of mental anguish since this occurred. This is the number 2, and then we have the number 33, master number. This could have happened for some of you 2 years ago, even for some of you, maybe 2 decades ago. It's almost as if since then, you just haven't been able to settle down into feeling peaceful about your life. And it doesn't mean that you haven't been happy or had happy moments or great things haven't happened to you, but somewhere down deep inside, there's this real sadness that you didn't go after whatever this was. And once again, it could have been a dream, an opportunity. It's like you chose one direction. So way back sometime, once again, a long time ago. I don't think this isn't like last week. It's like you chose one path, right? But it's kind of like you went after the path that had a lot of glitter, a lot of snazziness. It could have been, you left, your hometown or something to go to the big city, or you left, a job that was what you considered at the time kind of like small, to go for a jet-setting life, or you could have left a relationship that you thought was holding you back or wasn't going to lead you to your true happiness. And, you went after someone or something that was a little bit flashier. That was at that time. And this is the message I'm getting, because I feel that you have this strong kind of like in your mind, this chaos and conflict. Kind of, you're further down your path now, right? It's kind of like you see the bigger picture. You see how maybe the path that you chose a long time ago, right? To go after something that was maybe a little bit more glamorous. Let's put it that way. Whatever this was. You're seeing, wow, okay, it took me away. You're coming kind of full circle. It took me away from something that I truly wanted in my life, but I just didn't realize that at that time. To me, this energy that you left a long time ago is like something that you did when you were young. And when we're like, maybe you were like in your 20s, your early 20s or something. And it was kind of like, yeah, I want to go on this adventure. It's kind of, I feel like you want to go on another adventure, but to go on this glitzier adventure, right? You had to leave something behind that at the time you thought was maybe a little boring or mundane or traditional or, whatever. It doesn't matter, because the message that I'm getting is that all of this, leaving, something behind for something glitzier, was actually on your path. You were meant to experience this, okay, whatever this is. I feel like you have regrets, like there's this strong sense of regret. Like I chased after something that was glitzy, golden, jet set life or something like that. And it just didn't bring you, it was all false. It didn't bring you the happiness. You see the mask, it was all false. You could have been in a committed relationship, left that relationship for something that seemed, more appealing or something at the time. And now you're understanding, okay, well, that person had a lot to offer. Maybe, they had a great lifestyle that you enjoyed or whatever, it doesn't matter. Because now I feel like you're coming back around to understanding that what you lost is really your kind of like your soul tribe. Like you want to return to something. And I feel like for a lot of you is like returning home. It's the hero's journey, right? we go out chasing after something, right? We learn new lessons on the way, and then we come back to where we started from with new, fresh eyes, with new understanding, with new wisdom. And I feel like that is what your angels and spirit guides want you to know, not to be in your head tormenting yourself about choices that you may have made in the past, right? I feel like there's almost like you feel a little foolish for taking this, but this journey that you took also brought you so much wisdom and understanding about the world outside there. I feel like there's a true message here that if you had stayed in this, okay, and I feel like for a lot of you, you're returning to something or something similar to something that you've had in the past. And you're kind of feeling foolish. I chased after something, right? And now I'm coming back to where I started again. And you're feeling almost like foolish. Why did I go off chasing dreams or something like that? But it's as if you had never done that. If you had never gone chasing after something, you would never have been fulfilled the entire time you were here. You see? So it's kind of like it wasn't a waste at all. And that's kind of what you're doing. You're coming back and you're going, oh, wait a minute. I want a fresh start with something that I think you've had in the past. Once again, it could be a career that you had in the past, a childhood dream to do something that you let go of in the past, a relationship. For some of you, I feel this has a strong sense of family, of returning back to your family. You know, like when we're in our 20s or something, we feel like there's this big world we have to go and explore and everything. And you may have left family behind or something like that, gone and, sown your wild oats or whatever, And now you're coming back and you're kind of like, wait a minute, okay. But what you have to realize is that all of that experience that you had, that was meant for you to experience. It is not at whatsoever a mistake or something to be regretful about. You were to experience that. So embrace that energy, I guess is what I'm saying, because your obstacle, and this is, kind of what you're overcoming, this week or maybe in the next couple of weeks is loyal heart. Coming back to, I feel like there's been somebody that's kind of been loyal to you this whole time that maybe you weren't quite sure of, that you kind of went back and forth about this person or this relationship or even a situation. It's almost as if, because we have friends and colleagues under here, the honoring path. This person or this situation that I think that you're kind of bringing back into your life. And it does not mean you have to be reuniting with somebody, okay? But it's almost as if this energy of almost returning home, okay, with the hero's journey, that kind of energy of returning home allows you to open yourself up to what home truly means for you. I think you're going to have a different viewpoint of what home means to you. Yeah, you're still, oh my goodness. Yeah, star, healing. For some of you, you could be reuniting even with like cousins or aunts and uncles, grandparents, something like that. There's this sense of understanding that your truth lies, even with those people that at one point you wanted to get away from as fast as you can. And then the Page of Wands, bringing in this good news, sharing this news and being welcomed. I think for some of you, you're afraid you can't go home. I think there's even like a song, You Can't Ever Go Home. In a way, we can't go home because we've had all of these experiences. But I think you're afraid. I can't go home because I'm not going. You may have left on bad terms, or you haven't talked to people in a long time. But no, Libra, this is an energy of no, that you're going to be welcomed, not to worry about that. That when you step into your truth, I think Para is stepping into your truth over this next week or so. And, we're getting ready for that September equinox around the 21st. This could even happen closer to that equinox, where we're stepping in from one season to the next, whether you're in the northern or southern hemisphere, and we're stepping into a new season. I feel like part of your truth is sharing the fond memories that you have of these people, of perhaps even, trying to heal these connections. It feels very much Page of Wands. Yeah, I think you're fearful of all of this competition or drama or people, saying, why do you want to come back, Libra? You wanted to leave us. But you're stepping into this new world. Look at, manifesting, new journey, new path with, I feel like it's with people, that you just are trying to reconnect with. The miracles in this situation are endless. Keep that in mind, right? For some of you, it could be even like a class reunion, like maybe you haven't seen some classmates in 20 or 30 years or maybe even more, right? And it's kind of like you've completely lost touch. And you have a big reunion coming up, and it's kind of like, yeah, I would like to reconnect with those people. I think part of this journey is that you're understanding that the people that we are close to in our life, having these connections makes our life the real gold and not the fake gold, right? When we seek out people that are genuine and authentic, and when we're genuine and authentic with them, right? That's the best gold that there is. You can't buy that, right? It's totally intangible. So look at what you have. This is your advice from Spirit. You have new life. Once again, you just had the Fool card, opening up this new chapter, going in this new chapter of life, new direction, new path, right? Family. So that's why I feel like for a lot of you, this is kind of reconnecting, because you have the Community card here, reconnecting with people that you had a relationship with at some point in the past. And then, once again, it could be friends. It could be college friends, high school friends, hometown people, it's just this, I lost touch with some people in my life that I wish were in there, and realizing that these people really are part of your Nine of Cups, your wish and dream come true. So let's clarify this. It's a lovely energy. And Libra, I'm sending you lots of love and hugs, because I feel there's almost a part of me that feels like you're a little child, even when my children were young, or when I was teaching young students, if they did something that, is not of the expectation. Let's put it that way, right? And then, you would put your toddler or something like that in a timeout or whatever, right? It's kind of like, then when the timeout is over, when my children were young, it was just kind of like you give them a hug and okay, they paid the consequence and now you move on, right? I feel like there might be a part of you that when you were a child, if you got scolded or put in timeout or, whatever, or in school, that when you did something and then you had a consequence to pay, that maybe you weren't kind of like welcomed back into the fold, a little bit like that. And I feel like, my heart really goes out to you, because I feel like that's how you feel at this moment. It's very, very tender, very much a childlike energy of having a regret, sorry for something that you've done, and then at the same time, it's kind of like, well, am I still loved? Libra, you are. You really and truly are. And I feel like these people that you may have left at one time, they want you to know that, they do love you, that they are welcoming you back into the fold, whatever that, they're saying that my guides are. So I feel like that is part of it. too many. So let's see what this energy is here. And then we'll pull a soul truth card. Ah, there's that Page of Cups. Yeah. So, I feel like maybe at times in the past, you may have a little bit reached out to other people, to some of these people in some way or something. At that time, you may not have been ready to really, step into your authentic self. And I feel like that was part of your journey because you literally went out on this path in order to find your true self. Okay. If you had never left, you would never have found your true self. So you needed to go on this journey. So maybe if you've reached out to these people in the past and you didn't feel like that warm connection, you were not yet ready to reunite with these people because you had not yet rediscovered your true authentic self. Now you're seeing yourself, you're understanding your path, you're understanding what it is that is truly going to bring you happiness. And I feel like these people are part of that true happiness. And then there's the Page of Cups, that I was talking about before. I kept saying, there's a Page of Cups energy here. And here it is, the forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving other people. They are forgiving you. There's just this sense of forgiveness and compassion in this. And that is what ends this difficult cycle for some of you. This was the number 33 for some of you. Maybe it's been 33 years, it could have been a very long time. But ending that cycle of being disconnected with this group of people and now reuniting in a really lovely way. Okay, so let's go to your soul truth card. And Libra, I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, so let's see what we have. Where am I called to use my voice right now? Yeah. So you have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters and it's time for you to share it with the world. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. I really love that because, the hero's journey was really coming up for me in this. And part of the hero's journey is coming home and then sharing what we have learned with others, right? Of, understanding that this whole experience was part of the script, the soul contracts that you had with yourself and with these other people. And, now to come back and to heal this connection is part of your honoring path. And then being able to share it with others, travel. For some of you, you may have traveled a distance away from these people and now you're traveling to come back. Or the other thing is that you're stepping onto your honoring path and you're going to start somehow putting your story out there, whether you're writing it, starting a YouTube channel, doing motivational speaking. You may actually start traveling with that, but you won't lose connection with these people, Yeah, you're deserving of this. You're deserving of the love you are about to receive from these people. I think you've missed it for a very long time, And you may have been denying yourself, For some of you, you may even still be denying it. But there's a strong pull here about somehow going back to where you began this journey. Well, I'm going to leave it there. I do really appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.